Located near the Cascade Mountains in southern Oregon lies a truly unique ecosystem. Klamath Lake is fed by one of the world's purest lakes, Crater Lake. 8,000 years ago, Mount Mazama erupted, leaving a crater covering 13,184 acres with a volume of 4.486 cubic miles. Slowly, the crater filled up with water to become today's pristine Crater Lake, well known for its tranquility and beauty. The eruption propelled large quantities of ash and volcanic pumice skyward, so much that it covered most of the northwest US and Canada. A huge amount of this mineral-rich material fell on the local mountain ranges and was eventually washed into the Klamath Basin, adding a layer of nutrients to the sediment of Klamath Lake. Klamath Lake combines with Agency Lake to the north to be approximately 32 miles long and 9 miles at the widest point. On average, it's about 40 feet deep. Crater Lake provides fresh water that has been filtered with rich volcanic nutrients to Klamath Lake. A lot of tests have been done regarding natural filtration through volcanic rock, and the bed of Klamath Lake happens to have 40 to 42 feet of volcanic sediment. Because Klamath Lake is a relatively undisturbed high desert region that receives intense sunlight, it is an ideal environment for the flourishing of AFA, a species of cyanophyta. Every year in the late spring, AFA grows wildly through Upper Klamath Lake, marking its presence with fluorescent blooms. Both AFA and the process Sarul uses has been documented, clinically proven, and patented. AFA is a type of blue-green algae, and blue-green algae are microscopic organisms that have unique ways of harvesting sunlight and make energy that no other plant can do. Blue-green algae are microscopic, but they grow in colonies that are big enough to be visible by the naked eye. When we see AFA on the lake, it looks like small, fine leaves of freshly cut grass. Blue-green algae is one of the world's most primitive life forms and has been used for food and medicinal purposes for thousands of years. Klamath Lake provides the ideal conditions for these superorganisms to flourish. There are very few places in the world that AFA grows. Most of them are completely inaccessible. Klamath Lake is a very unique blue-green algae which has special compounds that you don't find in other algae. That's what we set out to clinically prove, is that there are certain compounds that are only found in AFA that have a wonderful response to your body's stem cell release. The wealth of naturally occurring nutrients and minerals in Klamath Lake is responsible for the abundant and unique growth of this extraordinary microalgae. Studies conducted in the 1960s estimated that at any one point in time during the blooming season, Klamath Lake contains up to 7,000 tons of wet algal biomass. With its abundance, AFA plays an important role in nourishing and maintaining the delicate ecosystem of Klamath Lake and its surroundings. To ensure quality and safety, AFA is harvested according to a stringent quality control program. Each day prior to harvesting, samples of algae are collected and analyzed on a floating lake laboratory to ensure the quality and purity of the bloom. Once the purity of an algal bloom has been established, harvesting operations commence. Through extensive research, a proprietary method was developed to selectively retrieve AFA from the lake without contamination by other algal species and without damaging its sensitive ecosystem or the delicate algae. AFA is a filamentous microalgae resembling a supple blade of grass. Contrary to other algal species with more rigid shapes, AFA sticks to surfaces or wraps itself around structures like a wire. Building on this characteristic, harvesters with rotating wires were developed to selectively harvest AFA and leave behind the other species of algae. The harvested algae is virtually pure AFA. The algae collected on the rotating wires is then transferred onto a conveyor belt to maximize dewatering and then chilled through a heat exchanger before being transported to the processing plant. At the processing plant, using a proprietary process of centrifugation and filtration, the harvested AFA is treated to concentrate certain components, including specifically the L-selectin blocker responsible for supporting the release of stem cells from the bone marrow. This concentrate of AFA is then dried to produce 100% natural and chemical-free Stem Enhance Ultra. This proprietary drying method uses heat transfer technology and specific properties of water to gently remove moisture from AFA while maintaining the maximum integrity of the nutrients and active compounds found in Stem Enhance Ultra. The superiority of this drying method over other drying methods has been confirmed in an independent study performed at Washington State University. After a series of stringent tests to confirm its safety and purity, Stem Enhance Ultra is then encapsulated and bottled in a pharmaceutical-grade GMP-certified facility. GMP, or Good Manufacturing Practices, is a state-of-the-art, internationally recognized quality control program that ensures the highest quality in the manufacturing of dietary supplement products before being shipped to your home. Cerule products are backed by scientific proof and clinical trials. They hold many patents for both production and product, and consumers can be assured that Cerule products are developed with the sole goal of enhancing everyone's quality of life. In a world where we're constantly told that the only assistance for the repair of the human body is drug-related, Cerule challenges that theory. No other company has the scientific proof nor demonstrates the due care and diligence at every stage of the process from harvest to finished product. As a result, we've become the undisputed authority in harnessing the power of AFA, and over the years, Cerule has impacted the lives of hundreds of thousands of people worldwide.